record this. Hi all, welcome. So that was fun. We got our voting done, everybody, yeah. And now we're gonna go on and see what we've got going on in CAP class together. Let's take a look. Okay, we're here, modules, yes? And we have week 6 is here. We've all got our banner voting done, hopefully, right? Also, let's just take a step back, have a look at our lecture and instructions. You will find the video you're watching now here. Hey, so you made it. Congratulations, we're good, right? We have a Photoshop quiz to do, okay? You're gonna get 2 attempts at it, 27 questions, okay? Based on everything we've done either in video or what we'll do today in class, okay? So hopefully we've remembered a few shortcuts maybe. If you don't remember them all, that's okay. It's all good, but you know what? That is what it is. Do your best, okay? It's all good. Now, we have videos that will be posted, and that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, so we'll work on this. Some non-destructive, I'll show you how to work with non-destructive layers, which are right here. We have some fun with that. For anyone, again, who's starting out in this program, this is a more, I would say moderate, maybe, I don't know that I'd say advanced, but it may be new to us, because everything that we're doing right now is new to us if we're new to Photoshop. But I'm gonna go slow, and we'll see if we can't get this without any problem, okay? We'll have some fun, I hope, okay? And go through some of the tools, and yeah, it'll be good. So stay with me, we'll get that done. Want to call out here, we're gonna have the naming of, okay, is be great. We wanna start with the 6x6. We want your name accordingly, which is amazing, which we'll do that together since you're here or watching the video. And then we've got this, right? Our first major project, PS4 video game cover that we have completed in graph design class, or at least it was due last night, right? Thursday night? So amazing. I shouldn't be so specific because now I gotta do new videos. I think this through, man. Anyway, it's all good. This is just for you guys, yeah? Just for all of us. So moving on, let's see what we got. We've got that in, so we're gonna do that together. We'll complete Batman, okay? Let's move on. This video really isn't to look at this. We're gonna do another video just going through our in-class together. But what I wanted to look at here is we have our video set up for a video game cover. Please, you're going to need to watch this, okay? Now, you're gonna wanna watch this because it's just gonna get you 4 marks. So if we click on that, it's going to take you into here, and it's going to walk you through the process of how to set up this Photoshop cover in Photoshop, or your video game cover in Photoshop, okay? So please, anytime in the coming week, you want to have a look at this and get set up. I'd love you to get started on it right away. Not right now, right? We got a few things to go through, but, right, if you are watching this on the, not now, then it's all good. You can do it now. Have a look. You'll notice that videos have disappeared for me. I'm sorry. They won't. It used to give me it here, and as an option, just full transparency, I could do upload, and then it would be computer record, and then embedded code was right here. It is missing. So if you're wondering why my videos have disappeared, it's because they got rid of it. Thanks, Canvas. Don't know why. I don't even care. So you won't find those videos embedded anymore. You'll just find a link. Probably better anyway. Take you to YouTube, and that way you can stop, pause, and if rewind, etc. And probably that's how many of us have been doing it anyway. And so it's all good. And a great call out actually in Discord. I think Katie mentioned that, so good call out. And I didn't even think that you couldn't stop, pause, and rewind if you were doing it through Canvas. So if that was the case and you've been frustrated this whole time, please don't hurt me. I'm sorry for that. But yes, now we've got project, woohoo! Oh shoot, I still haven't fixed this. It's all good. So this is our brief. I went over this in the last video, okay? Sort of, and not so much detail because that really wasn't the purpose of the video. But if we have a look here, this is our project, okay? You'll notice I just call out here in red. This is part 1 of 3 parts, okay? So I've seen some of these video game covers posted in Discord. They're looking really awesome. I can't wait to see all these. Take your time, right? Obviously, well, now we want to just get in our graph design fundamentals one as soon as we can because it was due, right? That being said, we are going to, and you'll notice, emulate the front cover, okay? Now, the front cover only. And the reason I'm doing the front cover only is because I'm typically hoping that, again, we're able to emulate what we did for our front cover with photos now, okay? So that's the deal, and that's where we want to be. So look at your Graph Design Fundamentals cover. If you're like, dude, right? This might be a little bit challenging in how I designed it. That's okay. Talk to me and we'll work it out. I've never had an issue. I've been doing this project, not this particular one, but with a book anyway. We'll work it out. We'll make it work, okay? We need 2 images minimum, okay? And we need a title, okay? So those are the 2 main requirements, I guess 3 main requirements that I need utilized. The purpose of this project, of course, is that we get into Photoshop and we use the tools that we've used thus far, right? You're gonna have to create a box, okay? Here, as a top. You need to know your bleed and all this stuff. If this stresses you out, don't. Again, the video is there for you. I set this up for you 100%. Then, of course, the work begins with you creating the cover in Photoshop, okay? You will also notice I didn't give you the PS4 logo here. I'm calling this out. I do not want you to place the PS4 cover for this project here. We're going to come back, and our 3rd major project, everyone, is going to be for InDesign. That project will have us bringing the front cover into InDesign. We will then create the spine, the back, bring in all of our essential copy and type, small copy, logos, barcode, legal copy, copyright copy, you name it. Maybe any of those little icons that we use that we know are on a video game, the T, the G, or whatever they have, right? Youth and all those ratings. You may not have put all of those things on your GDF cover, and that's okay, right? That was a suggestion. It wasn't mandatory, but that's where we're heading with it, okay? Now, your second major project to call out is going to be your gaming company logo. So what, Insomnia, you know, Sony, right? I guess Sony PS, you know, is the PS, Sony, anyway, right? What else? Rockstar Games, things like that, right? It's a fictitious, remember, we'll get there together, but you should, I'm hoping, I know I made a suggestion on the GDF, come up with a real basic idea, like just maybe come up with a name for your company, right? And if you didn't get that, don't stress. It was a suggestion, but I was hoping that we would get some general placements on our Graph Design Fundamentals overall so that we can then emulate it throughout the project we're doing in this class. Does that make sense? Are there any questions? So file setup, 4 marks. As mentioned, watch the video, bada boom, bada bing. That'll get you 4 marks, okay? That's gonna make sure we have 300 DPI, proper size, guides are set up accordingly, we're golden, okay? I gave you this. If you're looking for images, please check out these sites. Unsplash, Pixabay, Pexels. Amazing, corporate, copyright, royalty-free images. So good. You can use these for your artwork and anything that you want to use it for, right? For your purpose, have fun with it. They are, as mentioned, royalty-free and copyright, right? Not that you own copyright, that is copywritten, of course, but they're waiving, these sites waive copyrights so that you can use it for your use, okay? So that being said, if you have a cover that you're like, dude, Unsplash, you know, I go into Unsplash, and I did go through this in our video as well. But if you do that and you find an Unsplash, right? And just quickly, since I have everyone here, if you go into Unsplash, right? And say I'm doing mine as rock and roll, and I just use that as an example. So free images, right? And say I'm doing, what do we want to do? I don't know. What's a cool video game? Castles. So maybe you have a castle on your front cover. Oh, sweet. Okay. How cool is that? Right? So we can then grab this, use that as our background image, if that's what you have in your Graph Design Fundamentals cop. You're like, it just has to emulate, right? The proof, of course, wasn't supposed to be photographic, but you've got some really neat options here. And again, you can use it, and hey, we're doing a PS4 cover, so we already know that we're not, right? It's not something we're mass producing because it's already in copyright restriction. This is totally for fun. It's our personal use. I mentioned this in the setup, and I'll mention it again here. If you can't find something in Unsplash or these other sites, I don't mind that you use Google, okay? If you use Google to find images, just try to find images. Like don't use somebody's artwork, okay? I want you to try to do this with images. If you want to do something, see if you can't take a picture and use a filter in Photoshop to create, like, you know, they have all these different filters in Photoshop that will allow you to create oil painting, for instance. And if you want to take an image and maybe try oil painting, hey, you know what? Let me know and maybe we can work it out together and I can show you how to do some things. Or go on to lynda.com, right? And type in Photoshop, oil painting, or do a Google search on YouTube. Oil painting in Photoshop, how do I do it? Bang, right? You'll probably be taken to a video. They'll show you, walk you through how to do oil paint look, right? So anyway, just keep that in mind, all right? There's, do you need to do that? No, but what I'm getting at is, you know, I'm hoping we'll be able to emulate what we have for graphic design fundamentals. Photograph or Photoshop elements as 5 marks. So what I mean by that, anything additional, layer masking, clipping would be amazing. I'd love to see if you can use clipping for an image and clip something out. Right? Using layer styles would be amazing. We're going to use those today. We use them in the sticker, I think, for the Trump egg, right? Looking at that. And then blending modes as well we used for the sticker as well, which we'll use quite a bit of today. So we can practice that. And I'm hoping that we can maybe go in and have some fun with our blending and layer styles, okay? Now, overall design, so professional look, 10 marks, okay? How well did we effectively bring everything together? Typography, contrast in both color and font, effective use of space, proximity, layout, right? All that fun stuff. So how well was it done overall? And then we've got 4 marks just for naming and sending me the proper file type. So this is pretty straightforward, and this is what I need from you as a final. I did one on rock and roll video game. Sure, it's a video game turned up to 11, okay? And this is a sample of what I would like, okay? So I'm gonna need a screenshot. Open up your image size before you screenshot it. Make sure that you have it at proper size, 7 by 7.37. And does it take it 3.5, right? It may default to 7.376 or 7. Don't worry about that. I call that out in the setup video. Okay, it's all good. But take a screenshot of this. Layers, make sure are named accordingly. Don't leave layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. I don't want that. We need to get organized. We're going to name our layers accordingly. Okay, cool. Just so I can see how you've kind of gone about creating your overall. I typically ask for your PSD file, but why? I don't need your PSD file. This tells me everything. I can see that you're at 300, you got the proper dimensions. I can see your layers and how it was created. And then finally, what I need, of course, is your proof, okay? So your proof will be at 150 DPI, same as we did for your banner. So everyone who worked on your banner, just make sure that you reference that or go back to that if you have issue. Make sure that you can just change it to 150, yes? Don't change the document size. We want to keep it, right? So we want resample, right? 150, on or off. I always forget. I've done this so many years, I always forget. Resample, I think it needs to be clicked on when you do that, 150. If that changes, doubles up, go back, turn it off, cancel, try again, okay? That's all good. Make sure we save this as a layered version. Never save over top of your layered PSD file. It's going to happen to all of you, I promise, at least once in your career. You're gonna flatten your art. You're gonna then save your PSD as a flattened piece and shut it down. Then you're going to go back to make a small change on it because your client wants to just make your type a little smaller, and you're going to scream because you now have to do 7 hours of Photoshop work again just to make a small type change, right? Oh my gosh, don't do that. Save it and working, right? Working. And we'll do that today as well in our in-class. Amazing, all. That's what I got for you. Are there any questions about that? Here are the sites as well to call out, okay? And I just kind of brought this forward for everyone. So if you want to give those a shout or a look at, it would be amazing. Okay, they're there for you. I didn't give you the live links. I think we can Google search them. Amazing. That's it. We're good, all. As mentioned, the videos will be found here. So if you want to come back to the, sorry, that's the video game, never mind. This will be the setup, as mentioned, is there for you now. So have a look at that. I think I emailed it out as well, but maybe not. But it is ready to rock. So check that out anytime. This is what we want to do next, and I'm just going to stop the video. That'll be our lecture portion. So thanks for joining all. If you have any questions, right, email me, Discord me, whatever you got, and we'll get it sorted.